Now we're going to be multiplying and dividing integers. Now there's 4 rules that we need to know. Positive times a positive equals a positive. Most of you already knew that. The other one is a negative times a positive equals a negative. The third one is a positive times a negative equals a negative. And our last one is a negative times a negative equals a positive. So this right here is how we're going to be multiplying and dividing integers. If we're looking at our first one, we have 7 times negative 2. So a positive times a negative, we know is a negative. 7 times 2 is 14. Looking at the next one, negative 4 times 5, negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 5 is 20. For the third one, negative 11 times negative 1 is a positive. 11 times 1 is 11. We could put a plus sign if we want, but usually what we do is we just leave it as an 11. For the next one, we have a positive times a negative, so we know it's a negative, and 5 times 2 is 10. For the next one, we have a negative times a negative, which is a positive. 6 times 8 is 48. What I want you to do is pause this for a second and do the next row. So let's just quickly go over the ones that you've done by yourself. What we have is a positive 8. We have a negative 27. We have a negative 70. We have a positive 36. And we have a positive 90. Now let's look at dividing. Dividing is going to follow the same rules. So when we're looking at this, we're going to take a positive divided by a negative, which is a negative. 14 divided by 2 is 7. We're going to take a negative divided by a positive, which is a negative. 50 divided by 5 is 10. We're going to take a negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. 16 divided by 2 is 8. We're going to take 24 divided by negative 4. So positive divided by a negative is a negative. 24 divided by 4 is 6. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now pause this for a second and do the next row. So after you finish this, what you should have is 5, negative 5, 2, negative 4, and 3.